Hey guys, you've seen them, the commercials for Viagra, Cialis, Levitra. These drugs have been around for a while and everybody's like, oh yeah, I need this to make things work. And they actually have a bunch of problems. So today we're going to talk about pills and the things you should be watching out for, just pills, period. And also talking about Viagra, why it's actually dangerous for you. And as a bonus, I'm going to throw in some of the drugs you need to watch out for, medications that actually cause impotence. But hey, my name is Brian Ayers, AKA Uncle B. And for the last 20 years, I've been the sexual performance coach with African Fly, and also the author of How to Be a Better Lover in 3 Days or Less. And I know a lot about this particular subject because I did my own research after working at NIH, National Institutes of Health, on the administrative side, but I was talking to a lot of the scientists who were doing the testing of drugs on animals. And it's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I really can't go into right now, but pills aren't the great panacea that they make it out to be. So we're going to break that down and let you know exactly what's going on. Specifically, we're going to talk about what the issues are with pills in terms of what they do once they're inside your body and how they're made. And also with Viagra, Levitra, and Cialis, what they actually do, which is not what you really think they actually do. You may not have thought of how they function, why it is they can do what they do, but we're going to break that down. And also as a bonus, going into the different drugs. And, I'm not going to get too specific about it, but I wanted to make sure that if you're having issues and you're taking these medications, that these medications may be the cause of your impotence. So as always, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. I want to give a quick shout out to David Peterson, Raul Kumar, and StarCon 2001. Hey, StarCon 2001. Hey, I trust in you, man. You can get it. You can do it. All right, I believe in you, man. Let's go. But right now, let me break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. All right, let's hop into these pills right quick, because first and foremost, pills are literally the cheapest form of nutrition known to man. I want to go deeper into that in a second, but the first thing you need to know is that they're mass produced. When I say they're mass produced, think of all the Rite Aid, CVS's, and Safeways, all the grocery stores, drugstores that you've been into, and you've seen pills your entire life. That's because they're so cheap to make. They can make 7,000 plus pills in a day, in just one setting. You can get 350 pounds of pills just out of one machine. And when it comes to pills, you're talking about the entirety of the pill. I mean, first of all, they have the active ingredient. That's the main ingredient that it wants to have, works within your body. But along with that, you have to have a binder to bind it all together. You have to have a bulking agent so you can get it to a size that you can actually take the pill. And you have to have a degradant so that once it gets into your body, it can be absorbed. So you're talking about taking a whole bunch of cheap stuff and putting it together so that you can have a pill and you can mass produce it and make money off it. It costs like what, less than a penny to make these thousands of pills? Now, let me ask you a question. If you were sitting at a restaurant and somebody came out to give you some food and they were like, well, here it is, but they're wearing a hazmat suit, would you eat the food? Of course not. If you're wearing a hazmat suit, why am I going to put that inside my body? Yeah, that's what's happening when they're making these pills. They have to wear hazmat suits because this process of creating the pill is actually dangerous. And the most dangerous thing about pills is none of the ingredients have seen the sun. Now, let's think about this for a second. The sun gives energy to everything. So the wind, gravity, heat, light, your food, all of it gets its energy from the sun. Pills don't. That's the reason why they're so cheap. You don't have to do anything to raise them. You don't have to raise animals. You don't have to raise plants. You just take a whole bunch of chemicals and keep slamming them together, put them on store shelves for years and make tons of money. That's why there's so many supplements, so many medications. That is the reason why I actually like tinctures. African Fly is actually a tincture. It's a liquid herbal medicine, one of the earliest forms of medicine, where basically you're taking herbs and you strain it with alcohol, you let it sit for 2 weeks, and you have a formulation that can help heal your body. It's got energy from the sun that goes into your body, and it works out very well. And just one more thing about pills, there is no such thing as an all-natural pill. Obviously, if you're taking green herbs or brown roots or something like that, and you're putting it together, it doesn't come out white or blue. And of course, you have to add in the binders, the different agents, all these different things you have to put together to get to a pill, which makes that whatever you started with that was natural is not going to end up in the pill. Now, mind you, I'm talking about pills and not capsules. There are herbal capsules. That's a different situation. But now let's go ahead and hop into Viagra, Levitra, Cialis, these different products, which can be very dangerous to you. Let me break it down how they can be dangerous to you. And first of all, they are what you call PDE5 inhibitors. Now, what is that? A PDE5 is actually an enzyme in your body. Well, let me break down how your erections work. So you have blood flow going in and out of your penis, just like any other part of your body at all times. When you get into an erection, the blood is going into your penis through the arteries, and it is actually stopped from coming out through the veins by PDE5. This enzyme just says, hey, no blood comes out, erection happens. PDE5 is what causes the blood flow to be released out and go back into your body, just keep going to circulation, and that's when you lose an erection. So what these different pills do is that they inhibit, PDE5 inhibitors inhibit the PDE5 from doing its job. And so therefore the blood stays in the penis and boom, you have an erection. Problem is, well, there's a whole bunch of problems, but one of the main problems is if it kills the PDE5, it inhibits and kills it too good, you end up with a 4-hour erection. Now, I heard all the jokes. It's like, oh yeah, if you got a 4-hour erection, you can do all these wonderful things. No, you can't. No, you can't. It's sort of like taking a muscle and holding it still for a long period of time. After 5 minutes, you're like, ouch, this hurts. It's like, you take your thumb and you hold the thing you did when you were a kid, you take your thumb, you hold it like this, and it turns blue. Well, it's sort of like that same thing where you just have blood stuck in your penis for a long time. A nurse told me a story of how she was taking care of a man who took 2 Viagras and had an erection for, it was like close to a day before he came in, and they actually have to take a syringe to pull the blood out. So yeah, that's no. No, that's not happening. So some of the common side effects of Viagra are headaches, nausea, facial flushing, nasal congestion. All of these are just the common side effects. Some other things that have been reported include dizziness, amnesia, vomiting, dry mouth, back pains. None of this is sexy. So all of this stuff is piling on. And on top of that, the severe issues already covered, which is having an erection for a painful erection for a very long period of time, along with heart attacks and fainting. Okay, why would you do that to yourself when you have to understand when it comes to Viagra is just, well, like most pills, most medications, it's covering the symptoms and not the cause. The reason why you're having erection issues is because you're not getting the proper blood flow and testosterone. So Viagra and Cialis, they interrupt the blood flow, but not in a good way that's positive for you, and you're not taking care of it. So you can take Viagra and keep taking it for the rest of your life. Will you get an erection? Well, yeah. Will you have to keep taking it? Well, yeah, because you haven't taken care of the issues, whether it be the stress, not getting enough sleep, not getting enough exercise, eating wrong. If you're not taking care of those, if you're not putting the work in, it's an expensive shortcut to getting an erection, but you're going to still have those problems piling on with the other problems that come with not having this taken care of. So when it comes to Viagra, I mean, a lot of guys say, they think that even like with African Fly, they expect it to happen immediately like Viagra. You don't want something like that happening immediately. If short term, yeah, it's cool. Long term, no, you're going to run into even more problems. And like I said, as the bonus, I'm going to talk about some of the other products that are out there, the drugs that can cause impotence that you need to know about. One of them was actually asked in the comment section by Raul, and that pertains to Propecia. There's a chemical in there that will cause impotence, abnormal ejaculations. I don't even know what the hell that is. Abnormal ejaculations, dizziness, and weakness. This is not something that's sexy at all either. Some of the other drugs, I'm not going to go into the names, but just the types of drugs that are used that can cause ED, cause impotence issues. These include blood pressure drugs, antihistamines, muscle relaxants, prostate cancer medications, chemotherapy drugs. So I actually had a question in the comment section about a guy who had prostate cancer. He's recovering from it. It's the medications that was causing the ED. Hopefully, if you're cured, you no longer have to take those medications. That's when you'll start seeing a return to your erections over time. So I hope you got some good information out of this, guys. Please, if you like what you heard, hit the subscribe button, get the notifications, like it, and definitely leave some comments. If you've been taking these different products, has it worked for you? Did it do what you wanted to do? Did you have any side effects? Are you still using them right now? Leave that information in the comment section so we can learn from each other. As always, I appreciate you. Hey, this is Uncle B saying peace out.